Hi all. Well, I've been in the house now for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, and I'm just sort of looking around the place trying to find things that I can do on a limited budget. It's been pretty hot here, up to about 37-38 degrees, but quite dry, and in that sort of heat I've had the air conditioner going, which is in the kitchen, but it doesn't really cool the whole house. So I'm looking at trying to get the evaporative air cooler working, excuse me, which is on the roof. And I hopped up on the roof and had a look at it, and all of the pads that were in the cooler were broken, and the pump was blocked up, and it was quite a mess. So I pulled all the pads off, and today I'm going to replace the pads with some new ones, which cost me $120 from a place in Moree. The guy was really helpful. He showed me what to do, and I'm going to hop up on the roof tonight when it's a bit cooler and clean out all the pump and all the pipes and everything and get it running. So that's the project for today, and I'll take you along and show you what I'm doing. Cheers. Well, these are the screens that come off the evaporative air cooler, which is on the roof of the house, and as you can see, they're made up of a plastic casing. My unit's a Breeze Air brand, and the plastic casing holds a bag of natural fibres. They're actually shredded willow, I believe, not straw. It looks a lot like straw. That's the plastic part, and then there's a metal grid that goes on the back which holds the pad in. Just over here what the new pads look like, and I'll pull one out of the bag to show you. So that's one of the new pads. It's a bag about, I don't know, 6 or 7 centimeters thick, and it's full of shredded willow. And here's one I've actually already completed. I've put the shredded willow bag into it and put the wire mesh back on, so that's what they look like when they're done. And what I did was I pulled these all down and gave them a really good brush over with a little brush, which is just down there, and I went over the whole back of them and got rid of all the cobwebs and rubbish and dirt that was all around them. I don't think it's been used for quite a few years, so there was quite a build-up of dirt up there, and that's one of the old bags that I pulled out. So as you can see, all the natural fibres have broken down and made quite a mess on the deck, so I'm going to have to sweep that down once I've finished. So now I'll try and set the camera up somewhere, and I'll show you how I put one of these bags back in. Okay, well, here I've got the plastic casing and the bag. I'm going to put the bag on here. There is actually a right way and a wrong way of doing this. They're not perfectly square, so you've got to make sure you get it in the right way. It's pretty simple. You just make sure the thing's nice and centered, and then start working your way around, making sure it's all nicely tucked in. Like that. Now there's actually spikes in the bottom which hold all this this bag full of willow in the right spot. So there's a whole lot of little spikes, and there's 4 main spikes. The 4 main spikes you've actually got to work through the willow, because I've got little hooks on them, and the hooks attached to the wire, and this can be a little bit tricky, but eventually you work them through and they'll poke through like that. So once I've got those 4 poked through, then we can put the metal screen on the back which will hold it in place. So they're through, it's all nice and centered. Now get the metal screen. This one's a bit bent, but it doesn't matter, it'll still work. It's just to hold it in place. Now, there's some holes along the bottom and the top, or sides, I'm not sure which, and the ends of the wire poke into those. So you just sort of start at one side and start poking them through. Pretty simple, working your way around. Like this. One side done. This side's very easy because they just simply clip under these special little clips that are here. So they're really easy to fit. And then when you get to this end, then we've got the same thing again. You've just got to sort of work your way around, getting all these into the right holes. Now this is something that you, apparently you'll get a couple of years use out of these because you only use them in summer for a few months. So you only have to do this rebagging once every couple of years, depending on how much you use the cooler. It's pretty good around here. It's only really the middle of the day when it gets really hot, and most of the time I'll be at work in air conditioning anyway, so it won't be such a big deal. But on the weekends and on those really hot nights, the evaporative cooler will be great. They're also really low in electricity use. So once I get to there, the next step is to push down, and you actually clip them onto these little spikes. They've got little hooks on them, and so there's only 4 of these in the centre. Holds it all nice and tight, just like that. And then I'll just sort of press it all down, make sure it's all sitting neat. And that's pretty much it. So I'll just go ahead and do the rest of them. So I've got all 4 done, and then I'll be fitting them back up on the roof. And before I do that, I'll clean up all the pipes that are up there which are all blocked. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.